Welcome to the show with the eternal self. Every visit banger, best believe he don't miss. Do me a favor, drop a sub and keep tuning in. If you like what you see, go and share with your friends.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna get into episode 7. Everything that we got, the full breakdown, the Easter eggs, everything that your boy noticed from the episode. And I have to say, it was a good episode leading up to the finale, which we will get next week, which I will be doing another live stream. If you didn't check out yesterday's live stream, definitely go give it a view. So let's get into it. So we end up seeing Hera Syndulla standing in front of the Senate as she is in trial because she did go against the orders of the Senate, and we actually see Senator Mon Mothma and Senator Zeno at the forefront discussing the matters at hand with Hera Syndulla and if the return of Thrawn is really legit. And of course, Hera stands by what she believes in. And right after, we see a quick little cameo of C3po. So the leaks were real. C3po really was coming, and he did save the day for Hera, and talking about how Senator Organa, yes, the princess herself, has become aware of the situation and wishes to present this data transcript to resolve the matter. And it's funny because we end up seeing Senator Zeno basically objecting, but since Organa obviously has the pull, she personally sanctioned General Syndulla's recognition mission to Seidos, and that if anyone has any issues to discuss it with Senator Organa, as her role as the leader of Defense Council is high up and nobody's really going to be challenging her, basically. So right after, we do see Ahsoka training as Ahsoka the White, and we see hologram version of General Skywalker in his Clone Wars attire training Ahsoka, as this was the last transmission that he had for her. And as he is training her, he talks to her and references 3 big names that were very key in the Clone Wars era, and that they are of General Grievous, Count Dooku, and Assaj Ventress. And you guys know I love me some Assaj Ventress from past videos that I have done before. It was nice because you hear Anakin Skywalker also telling Ahsoka to practice the moves that he had trained her to do even more than he has done, as he tells her to really master these moves because one day they might be separated and she will have to defend herself. We see the Purrgil come out of hyperspace, and right off the rip, we see Ahsoka and the Purrgil getting blown away, but she does escape out of the mouth of the Purrgil to avoid keep getting attacked or inflict any damage to the ship. And just as all this was going on with Thrawn and Morgan Elsbeth, he finds out the devastating news that definitely caught him off guard of Ahsoka Tano being, yes, the Padawan of General Skywalker. But he then tells Captain Enoch to withdraw the fighters and have them stand by, as he knows the Jedi tactics and how Ahsoka will hide, but tells Morgan Elsbeth that if she, meaning Ahsoka, is anything like her master, she will be unpredictable and quite dangerous, which is why they must control all variables and put her on her own path of choosing, so that no matter which direction she does take, they will always be one step ahead of her. And then we see Ezra and Sabine, and she is updating him on everything that has gone down since the time he left. And it's funny because he mentions that the Emperor is gone, and Sabine says, so far. So I wonder if she knows something or it's just a coincidence that she says that. And as all this is happening, we see Baylan and Shin with the creatures from the planet locating Sabine and Ezra, which right there cuts away into Thrawn asking for assistance from the Great Mothers into locating where Ahsoka is. As all of this is going down, we see Ahsoka reaching out to Sabine, and she ends up hearing her through the Force, which is something that we'll get into in another time, in another video. And you see Ezra kind of saying or questioning Sabine, is everything okay? But then she ends up saying the name Ahsoka, basically that she knows that Ahsoka is alive. And as this is all happening, Ahsoka gets found as she was hiding, but she is locating now where Sabine is and is on her way to her. But what's interesting is that we hear Baylan tell Shin to contact Thrawn and how they've located Ezra and Sabine, and for her to kill them and take her place in the coming empire. And she asks him, "You won't help?" He then tells her how her ambition drives her in one direction and how his path lies in another. Now, what really drove it home was when he says, "One parting lesson, Shin: impatience for victory will guarantee defeat." And they give each other this look like if it's the last time they'll see each other. Keep that in mind and in the back of your heads for a video, as I will be doing one on this tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. We then see the creatures and Shin pull up on Ezra and Sabine, and it looks like Ezra starts fighting, but with the force that is kind of like, or I guess we can call it now, a force karate, which is pretty cool because Shin then comes up to him and she couldn't really do anything as he's very much more advanced with the force than she is. And Sabine ends up telling him to just take the lightsaber, but he says no, she can keep it, and it could just very well be because he did tell her to keep it when he gave it to her in Star Wars Rebels, or maybe there's another reason because he has a new lightsaber coming up in store, but that's for another video. But then we see Ahsoka drop down to join the fight as well as she fights Baylan for a little bit, as even he tells her that she can't defeat him, and she says, "I know," basically escaping, and shows up to the fight with Ezra and Sabine as we see the Night Troopers and Shin go back and retreat following the orders of Thrawn. But one of the things that caught everybody's attention was when Ahsoka tells Shin to put the lightsaber down and how she can help her. And you saw the conflict in Shin's eyes and just the body motion, but leaves right after, and we finally see the reunitement with Ezra and Ahsoka in live action. Overall, guys, I have to say it was a really good episode. I'm gonna rate it a 7. Like I said, I can't give everything, a 10 or a 9 just yet, or even an 8. Like I said, it was a 7 in my book. Very, very, very good episode. I love the callbacks to General Grievous, Assaj Ventress, and Count Dooku. Seeing Hayden Christensen again in hologram version, of course, but again, showing up to train Ahsoka. Amazing throwback to that one. That I have to say is my favorite thing. Seeing Ezra also use the Force karate, dope as hell. I really, really enjoyed that. But comment down below. Let me know what your favorite moment of episode 7 from the Ahsoka series was. Let me know your rating down below, and I'll catch you guys in the comment section. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Later, guys.